Alright, what kind of person are we looking at? Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. Hello. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD Special Support Section. A pleasure to meet you. I apologize if I butcher this. Foreign names aren't quite my specialty. I am Cao Lee, manager of Heiyue Trading's Crossbell branch. So you're Lloyd, and you three must be... Elie, Randy, and Tio, correct? How'd you... May I ask how you know of our names already? Of course. Truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? This dude is seriously coming at us guns a-blazing. He is cunning and intelligent, that much is obvious. Make no mistake, it is an honor to meet an intriguing group like yourselves. What brings you to our office today? Do you take some issue with our business operations? No, not exactly. We are actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arc-en-Ciel. Arc-en-Ciel, you say? Ah, but of course, Crossbell's very own prided theatrical group. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I came to Crossbell, but work has kept me oh so busy, you know. I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. We'd actually like to ask you a few questions about it if you don't mind. Oh dear, it sounds like quite the predicament has transpired. Very well, I shall comply with your request. Free of charge, of course. Why are those two standing? Lloyd, Elie, come on, scooch over. Yin, you say? We're aware of Heiyue's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. It occurred to me that you might actually be familiar with Yin due to this fact. Not gonna say anything. Not gonna say anything. Impressive deduction. Am I to assume that you're implying that I have connections to Yin? No, of course not. We haven't found a reliable lead yet, and no offense, but we left visiting your office as a last resort. None taken, so that's your game then. You intend to seek any information you can. Listen closely then. I shall recall a Calvardian legend sure to reveal deeper insight into Yin. We're listening. The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence within the eastern quarter. Garbed in a mask and shawl of ebony, no one has gazed at the assassin's true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. Immortal? What do you mean? Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvard Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their grave during this chaotic period in history. This story is getting more unbelievable by the second. Isn't it just a spooky legend to keep kiddos under control? No, Mr. Orlando, Yin is very real. Excuse me? Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the eastern quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemuria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price under the right conditions. A master of all assassination techniques, a dark martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility. No one dares deny his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. The organization you are referring to? Ah yes, that reminds me, while we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It has come to my attention that Yin has accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently, Yin left for a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? I just can't help but wonder what state they might be traveling to. You and Ravache are one and the same. Oh, please, refrain from comparing Heiyue to that measly local gang, or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused nothing but trouble for us. You fasten up? He went straight to the point. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. State law protects competition between businesses and free trade, you know. Do you take issue with that, officers? Let me ask you this one final question. Has Arc-en-Ciel been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravache? Oh? We just received information about Ravache's proposal for Arc-en-Ciel to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with petty matters such as the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was that threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Cao. Again, I am sorry if I'm butchering this name. I'm just not very good at this. We appreciate your cooperation. If I am mispronouncing it, even though this part will be long done by the time it's uploaded, feel free to correct me in the comments. I am more than happy to receive the proper pronunciation. Lloyd? You sure you're good, man? I doubt we get much more out of him if we stay any longer. Besides, Cao already seems more than busy enough, so if you'll excuse us. Lloyd's right. Any time, my friend. Any time at all. One more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What do you want? Come now, don't look so displeased. Do you recall me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that it was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you'll resolve this one. I am most certainly looking forward to it. Creepy. Thank you for all you do, officers. The branch manager told me to tell you to contact us again if anything happens. We appreciate the hospitality. So now we have to worry about these guys on top of Ravache. I want to say they at least seem a bit friendlier than Ravache. You think they're just doing it to screw with us? That is not out of the realm of possibility. You know something, Elie? Elie, you okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossbell State. We can likely work under this assumption. Yeah, it didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I find it hard to believe that Cao is the one threatening Arc-en-Ciel and Elie. I was thinking the same thing. Only problem is, why'd he call attention to himself and imply that they're connected to Yin?
Then, would that mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Heiyue, but rather he is acting of his own accord?
We might be out of options if that's the case. Let's assume you're right. That means Cao probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then.
Unfortunately true. If Yin is truly after Ilya's life, then this case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee that we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin anyway. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters?
I'm not sure that's necessarily true.
Would they not simply look the other way like they did the incident downtown? I doubt it. Arkin CL and by extension Elie are incredibly important to the people of Crossbell. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life was in danger. They'd stake their pride on it.
That's correct. Oh, it's you, the douche.
I believe you're with the first investigative division, yes?
I am. Alex Dudley of the 1st Investigative Division. Let's relocate.
Huh? Why?
Only an absolute buffoon would discuss information here of all places. We don't have time to waste. Follow me.
Understood.
What's with the attitude, pal? Anything right here is going to be better? Oh wait, are we getting in the car? Are you all insane? I don't know what you were planning, but to think you'd waltz right in there. Not only that, you then decided to discuss the results within earshot of their building.
Sorry, sir. Perhaps we were too hasty with our judgment.
Well?
Well, what?
You're going to explain to me what you were babbling on about with Arkin CL, and how this all relates to your little visit to Heiyue. You'd better tell me everything you know.
Excuse me?
Where the hell is this coming from?
It is brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly.
Huh. I wonder which one of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Heiyue for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Is that really the truth?
Does that mean you're after Yin too?
Oh, aware of Yin's existence already, are we? Well, no matter. Tell me everything you know. I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei claiming you're obstructing our investigation. If you don't comply, that is.
Dude, seriously, fuck right off.
Damn it. Alright, fine, I understand. However, this was a formal request submitted to the SSS. Can we ask that you don't tell anyone else? I'll be the one to decide that. On with the details already. This is an order. I understand the situation. I didn't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they've finally tipped their hand.
Are you referring to Yin?
Yes, I am. Heiyue employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravache's influence. The 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Heiyue. We've been surveilling them since. I have to say though, I'm impressed a group of amateurs were able to jump right into the thick of it and create an opening. Wow, mighty high praise coming from a guy like you.
I would like to inquire as to why you only had Heiyue under your surveillance. I am under the impression that your team is leaving Ravache unchecked.
Excuse me? What are you implying? The 1st Division already understands Ravache's operating procedure. We're also fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they've used warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in.
What? Why then?
If we jump on every little thing they did, we'd be running in circles. It's not like they committed a murder. They were just petty crimes. Do you understand what it's worth to strain our limited personnel and put off more important cases? I understand that, but still. Detectives of the 1st Division are different from greenhorns like yourselves. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice has an uphill battle as is. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that?
I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread.
Yes, and most of the citizens fail to realize it. Sure, it might be popular to read stories on Ravache's tie to Imperial faction Diet members. Meanwhile, Heiyue is in the process of deepening their relationship with the Republican faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax as well. Agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they'd like. I never realized how dire the situation was.
This is unbelievable.
Sounds like Crossbell's always one step away from all hell breaking loose. We're doing everything we can despite the desperate situation we're in. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle.
Huh?
We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Arkin CL. Thank you for the valuable information. The 1st Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual positions.
What?
The hell are you getting at? Why are you doing this to us? After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyue's movements while protecting Elie Platier from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, do you think you'd be able to handle it?
Damn it. With our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult.
Seriously, screw this guy. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Arkin CL. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the 1st Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation.
How about I slash your tires?
Man, that dude. What the hell? He said his piece and then pieced out.
Driving away in his personal vehicle frustrates me even more.
As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from.
You do?
I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. So that's it?
There is nothing more we can do. Wait a moment, everyone.
Huh?
Lloyd, how can you say that? You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, then no barrier is too high, didn't you? So why are you giving up so easily?
Elie, why the total meltdown, Mademoiselle? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to headquarters?
Oh, I did, didn't I? Elie.
Listen, Elie. I don't like the situation we're in either. I don't want it to end this way. There has to be something we can do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way.
No, it's alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I think we've just had a rough day is all.
Elie. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Arkin CL. We can head back to the SSS and relax for a bit after.
Understood. That sounds like a reasonable plan.
Sure, fine by me. Is that okay with you, Elie? I apologize greatly for that.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Arkansas then.
Man, I get that we're still new to this whole thing, but to treat us like that, man. And to take away our work. We're the protagonists here. Oh wait, I need to go to the entertainment district. Alright, let's make a quick save just in case we get a lot of cutscenes.
Oh no.
Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Elie.
Hello, Grandfather. Ernest?
Did I hear her right?
This man is Elie's grandfather?
It's a shame that I haven't seen you recently. You look well. How's work?
Well, I'm still new to everything, so we've made a few missteps along the way. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name.
Oh, Elie, I've told you, haven't I? Don't worry yourself with name or pedigree. Are these your colleagues by chance?
Yes, they are.
It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm with the CPD's Special Support Section.
Tio Plateau, how do you do?
How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet you, the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. No, sir, I think you're mistaken. Ellie's the one that's always looking after us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to taking care of reports and all that jazz.
That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Don't worry about it, it's okay.
Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Elie, it wouldn't hurt you to stop by your home every once in a while.
My apologies. I've been hesitant to rely on anyone ever since I became independent.
Even so, don't you... It's fine, Ernest. Elie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear, continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will cooperate with you to the best of my ability.
I know. Thank you, Grandfather.
Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, right? Yes, sir. Scheduled for 5 p.m.
And he's got a fancy car.
Okay. Ain't that a bitchin' ride? I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle.
I wouldn't really...
Wait! Holy smokes, dude, you okay?
What seems to be the issue, Lloyd?
He said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? Well, I'll be damned.
He is? That's right. I believe I saw that name and position recorded in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now.
There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Jeez, and I called myself a detective.
Well, I don't particularly mind if you know. My grandfather's position has nothing to do with me, after all.
You're the mayor's granddaughter.
We should get back to the task at hand. It pains me to admit it, but we have to tell Elie and the others about the First Division taking over the case.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle, why do you think your granddad stopped by Arc-en-Ciel?
Oh, that? Arc-en-Ciel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I can only assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that.
So, we got to learn a little about Elie. She's the mayor's granddaughter. Fancy that. Alright, let's go. So, are we going here? Yep.
Oh, look. You're back.
Hot damn, lucky us. You two are incredible.
Indeed, I have never experienced anything quite like that. You think? Sounds like if we start ironing out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about we put a little delay on the Moon Princess's spin, Rixia? That way the Sun Princess will have to respond in a way that should really wow the audience. That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're building up upon a finished scene, even though you don't have to. How's that amazing? If we have the ability to do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually.
It's not exactly good news.
What do you mean? Alright then. Let me go grab Avon and then you can fill us in on everything, Kay?
They're not gonna like this. This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous.
You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wowza, ain't that a kicker? A shadowy immortal assassin that the Eastern Quarter sings legends about. Oh, I love it. That character will play a huge role in our next production. Actually, let's just throw him in. Couldn't we use those white robes from the third act as a costume?
Oh, Elie.
You should probably try and take this a little more seriously. According to our intel, a group known as Heiyue appears to be employing a criminal named Yin. We still don't quite understand why Yin sent Elie the threat letter in the first place.
But one thing is certain, the possibility that this is just a prank has decreased exponentially. Is there any chance you could postpone or...
Not a chance, buddy. We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Avon?
Well, I suppose so. Though we aren't all as rabid as Elie, the truth is that all the members of Arc-en-Ciel are possessed by the monster known as the Stage. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would refuse to appear on stage when faced with the opportunity.
I'm maybe new to all this, but I feel the same way.
I swear, you guys are obsessed.
If you intend to proceed with the show, would you care if we handed over security duties to someone else? Well, I mean, it's pretty annoying, but we all have to make sacrifices. Those First Division guys, what kind of people are they?
Good question. Well, they're definitely qualified, but they might act a little too qualified at times.
Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The First Division are an elite group that lives up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call. Yuck. Just my luck. Then again, we will have a full house. Better safe than sorry.
Patience, Ilya, patience. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the play starts, I doubt you will care much about what they do, right?
How rude. I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show begins only when the audience and play become as one. Isn't that one of your famous sayings?
For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say forcibly dragging everyone along to your own rhythm is a bit more accurate.
He's not mincing words at all, is he? Indeed, all the evidence indicates that Ilya has a remarkable obsession with performing. Excuse me, Lloyd. What will happen to your investigation?
I'm really sorry, Rixia. We don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is most likely going to take over the case. Good news is that I doubt you have anything to worry about.
You're officially off the case then. Well, that's a bummer. Only reason I agreed to all of this was because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things for us. I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free.
I'm sure we can arrange something, though I'm afraid you might have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Seriously? Hell yes! And here I was thinking that I'd have to wait 2 months to see it.
It is quite generous. Thank you very much.
Elie? Oh, now what, Elie?
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble.
Don't worry about it, Rixia. After all, wasted efforts are just another part of the job.
Such is the nature of crime prevention.
Yep, no worries, Rixia. Forget about us and focus on the private performance, eh?
If you guys say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone.
Private performance? The hell? You don't know about it already? Arkansas puts on a little sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public.
That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People from the media and other selected individuals, home and abroad, have been invited to attend. I can only assume that lots of celebrities will come too and boost awareness of our new production.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. The others have told me that he plans to publicly support it in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the performance, Rixia. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. You think so?
Absolutely. Considering all the training you've put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. I was adjusting my seating and I almost dragged my headphones off. Hell yeah, this play's gonna be sick.
I am quite looking forward to it. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I'll return to practice then. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Man, that really sucks. We got taken off the case. Ready to head back, guys? None better to do.
I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically. I can relate.
But first, gambling! I'm just gonna play one hand. Whoa! What are you doing here?
Oh! We have met before, yes?
Yeah, we have. Back at the doll studio. It's been a while. Your name was Ren, right?
Correct. I believe it's been about a month since we last saw each other. And you know, it's very impolite to have to double check what a lady's name is. As a gentleman, shouldn't you have had no trouble remembering it? Tisk tisk.
You're right. Sorry, Ren. Stern little girl, ain't she?
You look like you're alone. Did you take the bus to come look around the city? Yes, something like that. You see, I enjoy visiting the antique shop by myself every so often. They occasionally put Grandpa's dolls on display, and oh, they have the absolute cutest stuffed animals.
They do, huh? Still, isn't wandering around this part of town alone kinda irresponsible?
I assure you, nothing here possibly poses a threat to me. The Barkers and hostesses are all very nice people. And those men in the back wearing all the black glasses never fail to make me laugh.
That's okay.
You make me worry, Ren. Oh, that reminds me. Did you have fun playing hide and seek with the wolves? It looked as though you had quite a few uninvited guests show up at the last second, too. Come again?
Did you get all of that from reading the Crossbell Times article about the case?
Sure, let's go with that. That wolf became your friend, didn't he? If you could, please introduce me to him next time you have the chance.
Sure, we'd love to. Mysterious as always, this one.
Indeed she is.
Yeah, just have Ren hanging around here, you know. No big deal, right? Alright, to the SSS building. Wait, isn't that... What are you doing here? Get lost. Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place.
Ernest? Did you come to see me?
Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Elie? What's wrong? You don't look too great.
Well...
So you've gone to see Arkin CL recently. Related to your police work, I take it?
Well, sort of. Someone in the troop was asking us for advice and, we went to report what we found, that's all.
You know, Elie, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to come here today or not. But I know I made the right decision.
What do you mean?
Allow me to be brutally honest with you. Elie, I want you to quit the force and return to us.
Quit the force?
He wants her to do what? Whoa there, buddy. That came out of left field.
It does not appear to stem from feelings of love, at least.
I know that it was your idea to join the CPD, Elie. But you have the eyes of a lost lamb. You look so exhausted. Ask yourself, is this really the path you should be walking?
What are you saying, Ernest?
Listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. And that's likely what your initial urge to join the police originated from. But just try to think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation.
I never meant for grandfather to...
The anniversary festival draws nearer with every passing day, and Mayor McDowell is up to his neck with work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. Then the very next month, he'll be up for re-election. As I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell has had plans to retire, but without a suitable successor, he remains undecided. I'm sure that if you were by his side, he would feel much more confident. I'm sorry, Elie. Perhaps this was uncalled for. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. As someone who respects Mayor McDowell and as your friend, I cannot stand idle any longer.
Ernest.
Obviously, what path you choose to follow is entirely up to you. All I want for you is to not regret your decision. Follow what you know to be right.
Just give me time to think about it. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'll retire to my room for now.
Sure. My apologies. I know suddenly showing up out of the blue wasn't exactly tactful. It's okay. It sounds like Elie's situation is more complicated than we thought. As long as you stop bothering Mademoiselle, we're cool.
Seconded. Personally, it feels like you are attempting to take Elie away from us.
Really? That wasn't my intention. Still, you are aware that she wanted to become a politician before a police officer, aren't you? A politician? Really? You don't say. Our Mademoiselle.
That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics.
As the heir of our current mayor, it was only natural for her to pursue a career in politics. Her years as an exchange student in so many nations should have contributed to her talent for international relations and politics. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's how it happened.
I was unaware.
I did always wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD. Would you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision? She's too talented, too skilled to simply flounder about like this. Rude? Goodness, it's already gotten so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. See ya. Too many people I don't like. This dude, the freaking cop.
Yes, today has been full of such sighs.
With the ringer we went through today, hell, I'd say they're warranted. My brain's fried. Yours and mine both, Randy. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day. So that's where things stand. Okay. I cannot clear my throat today. Well, are you okay with leaving the situation as is? You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position on the force. You make a good point, Lloyd. The fox would probably track you down and start barking at you till the sun set. Yeah, that seems to be one of the Vice Commissioner's favorite pastimes.
Can we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division?
Dunno how well that'd play out, considering old Four Eyes' attitude towards us. Yep, that's also a long shot. The CPD is a territorial bunch, and it makes the organization a hassle to deal with. That goes double for the First Division. Their stubbornness wouldn't allow for them to accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. You're proposing we go behind their backs? This is the Special Support Section, the most unconventional squad out there. Since we're kinda ignored by the department, that gives us a certain level of discretion that you can use to your advantage. Basically, if you play your cards right, you can act without provoking that territorial nature of theirs. Makes sense? Dude, you do realize you just said we can ignore our superiors' orders, right?
You are being quite the bad influence.
Didn't I make myself clear? I won't work with you in the field, but I'll cover for you when I can. You're the ones jumping into the fire, not me. That being said, the current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do, and the situation is something you can only overcome by operating as a unit. You're right, but... Well, if Mademoiselle doesn't know what to do, she must really be down in the dumps. She'll probably get over it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some butterflies.
She has been like that all day from what I could tell. Is Elie going to be alright?
Yes, thanks for the words of encouragement, dog.